Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make an eggplant vegetables lasagna. So let me cue the ingredients. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a vegetarian lasagna. So let me cue the ingredients. So for our veggie lasagna, I'm going to use eggplant. I'm going to use the Mexican calabacita. You can always substitute for zucchini, yellow squash, any squash that you like. So what I did, I put them through the mandolin, or you can slice it with a knife, but it's better on the mandolin. And just, same size, consistency in the cuts. Same here with the eggplant. And then we're gonna need some mushrooms. I got some baby portobellos, about 5 baby portobellos, a quarter of an onion, 4 garlic cloves sliced. And then we're gonna need our cheese. I got some ricotta cheese here. It's about 2 cups. Then also have my fresh mozzarella. You can use a fresh mozzarella, or you can use the one in the bags, the shredded mozzarella. Also, we're gonna need a whole egg, some tomato sauce. You can use the one that's in the cans, they're ready for the pasta. You can make your own tomato sauce. If you want to make your own tomato sauce, I have a recipe on my video on how to make a classic tomato sauce, multi-purpose. Some oregano, salt, pepper to taste. And we're gonna need a saute pan and some olive oil. So we're gonna come back and show you the next step. So now the second step is gonna be very simple. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna combine the 3 cheese, the mozzarella, shredded mozzarella. Like I said, you can use a shredded mozzarella or fresh mozzarella, either or. So I'm gonna use a shredder for this. Some Parmesan cheese, you can use about a cup or as much as you need. You can always use this stuffing for any stuff, zucchinis. You can make raviolis, like 3 cheese raviolis with this same feeling. So salt, pepper, easy on the salt because we have salt on the Parmesan. Oregano. And you can use some dried parsley or cilantro. And then I also put my whole egg in here, you can see. Then we're gonna combine everything. And you can make this filling, like I say, you can use it for your raviolis, like a 3 cheese ravioli, or you can add another one and make a 4 cheese ravioli. But this is gonna be our filling for our lasagna. Also, you can use this for your regular lasagna, veggie lasagna, chicken lasagna, anything. So this is done. And your vegetables, we're gonna saute just the onion, mushroom, and garlic. So this is ready. You just put them on the side in the refrigerator or whenever you're ready to use it. This is done. So that is that. Then our next step, we're gonna assemble our lasagna or veggie lasagna. We're not using pasta, so this is gonna be like my lasagna sheets basically. So this is gonna be raw, and what we're gonna do, I'm gonna add some of my sauce on the bottom so that way this doesn't stick or burn on the bottom. So I'm just gonna put a little bit. That's gonna be my first layer, and we're gonna throw in the bottom like some of the thickest pieces, like whiters, so that way in the middle we put the other ones. And you're just gonna do one side, like you can see the end of the tip over here, then tip over here. So just like this. And then we're gonna come back at the saute onion vegetables over here. So I'm gonna saute this, but we have to do this first. So with some salt, pepper to taste. Easy on the salt, remember. You can always spread the cheese here and then do layers. You can always use the fresh mozzarella also, and just break it in pieces. So that way you got some fresh mozzarella also in here. So just like that, you can do all over the place. So we're gonna come back to our mushrooms. So over here, we're gonna saute our mushrooms with some olive oil. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna brown my garlic and onion first. Okay. So we're gonna let them golden brown about 2 minutes. Come back and show you the next step. Right now, you're gonna, you have your onion and garlic getting there in a golden brown. Then you're gonna add your mushrooms, a little black pepper, and a little chili flakes, just a little bit, just to bring out the flavor. So in the meantime, that these ones are getting sauteed, we're gonna add them to our lasagna. So we just want to give them just a quick saute. We don't want it too cooked, because it's gonna cook in the oven. So now, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna put it right here in each layer like this. So that way you have a little mushrooms in every bite, and onions. And like I say, you can add any vegetables you want. You can use the raw tomato slices. You can make little slices and put them in the lasagna. So it's gonna be up to you. Whatever you want to use, any vegetable is fine. Same thing with the cheese. You can use a piping bag if you want. Since we're gonna get about 8 slices of lasagna, so I want to make sure every piece that you grab is gonna have some cheese on it. And we're gonna do layers. So same thing here. And then we're gonna put the zucchini like this. And that's gonna be my first layer. And also we can add a little tomato sauce on top. And then you're just gonna keep doing the same steps until you're done with all your vegetables. And then we're gonna come back and put them in the oven. In the meantime, you're gonna have your oven preheated at 350. And then we're gonna put them in the oven, cook it for about half an hour at 375. So I'm gonna come back when this is all done. Just put my vegetables, add a little extra parmesan and mozzarella on top, also the fresh mozzarella. And I'm gonna add some fresh basil, now that we can get it on the stores. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have my oven preheated 350, and then gonna put them in the oven for half an hour. And I'm using plastic film just to cover my vegetables, and that way it's gonna help me to steam my lasagna. You can use your plastic if you want. Make sure it's a food grade and high heat. I use it because I use it in the restaurant, but it doesn't melt like everybody says it's gonna melt, so it doesn't melt. I'll show you later that it's not gonna melt. And also we're gonna cover it with foil. I'm gonna grab a bigger one, and then I'm gonna put them in the oven for about half an hour at 375. So what we're gonna do, just make sure nice and tight all around. And just like that. Half an hour, 375. And I'm gonna put them in the middle on the second shelf. And we'll see you in half an hour. Now we're gonna take out our lasagna, and remove the foil. And also, I'm working in a video on how to make eggplant parmesan, so that way you can stay tuned for that recipe. So now we're gonna remove our plastic and our foil. As you can see, it didn't melt, and it's not touching my food. So just be careful when you take it out. Pull it so that way the steam goes out and it doesn't touch your food. Okay, this is ready. We're just gonna let it rest about 15 minutes or so. Because if you cut it right now, it's gonna just break in pieces. And you can always let it sit overnight, and then tomorrow you can cut it and then, you know, portion it. Because see, if you cut it right now, it's gonna just be all over the place. So we're just gonna let it rest, it just cool down, and then we're gonna come back and finish this thing. Alright, so after you let your lasagna resting for about a couple hours into cooling down, so what I did as soon as I took it out of the oven, I removed the excess of the liquid, like the broth and the juices from the vegetable lasagna, and reserved those for later. And also I did this with a napkin, with a hand towel, and then just leave them on the side so that way they can absorb the excess of water or liquid. And then that's why you have to let it rest, because if you cut it hot, it's just gonna break in pieces. You know, it's like it's not even do anything. So you're just gonna cut it, portion it the size you want, then you just go to the middle, and then the middle and the middle. And then when this is ready to be served, you just wanna warm up your sauce over here. You can have extra sauce, you know, on the side. And then you just wanna warm it up. You can put it on the bottom of the plate, or you can pour on top of your lasagna. It's gonna be to however you wanna do it. So I just wanna pour some on my plate. And then just spread it like this. And then now you can serve your lasagna. And you want to make sure, you know, make sure you cut it all the way. But it's not gonna break apart, you know, just like that. Then you can finish it with a little basil at the end. But this is ready. So hopefully you guys like this version on how to do the vegetable lasagna. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Chef Alex Perez on Facebook, Chef Alex Perez on YouTube. Share my videos and enjoy. Thank you, enjoy. Now you're gonna plate it, and as you can see, I double stack it so that way it looks like a nice piece of lasagna. And also you can add some Parmesan cheese, some olive oil at the end, and I'm gonna finish my lasagna with some toast and garlic. And then we're just gonna put them on the side. If you want to do, you know, some just toast around for your veggie lasagna, but you can leave it without if you're not eating any gluten. So hopefully you guys like this video on how to do the veggie lasagna. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Chef Alex Perez on Facebook, Chef Alex Perez on YouTube, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, enjoy.